My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my video where I talk about all the movies I bought in the last month. One movie missing from this video is Thanksgiving because my Walmart has not received any copies yet, and it's 45 bucks on Amazon, so I guess I'll talk about that movie next month, even though I was really hoping to talk about it here. But let's begin with Alan Wake, and I actually got this game for Christmas, but then it had to be returned, and now I got it, and I'm gonna play it soon. I hope I love it. It seems like my kind of game. Then we've got War of the Worlds on Blu-ray. Hot take, this is one of Steven Spielberg's best movies. Yes, the kid screaming this movie like any kid would do in this situation. It is a stupid complaint, you're wrong, it's incredibly well made, it's tense, it's compelling, filled with great performances. I think this movie is just incredible. Then we've got The Phantom, which just looks like campy fun. It was only 5 bucks on Amazon, so I hope I didn't waste my money. Okay, then we've got The House Bunny. I like this movie. I think it's really fun and entertaining. It makes me laugh, and Anna Faris is so damn funny here. It's a good one. Then we've got Sorority Row, which I just watched it for the first time. I loved it. I thought this movie was so funny. Like, every character in this movie's a heartless bitch, and at first it made me angry, but then I realized that was the point, and I matched the movie's wavelengths, and I was able to enjoy it so much more. It is such an absurd movie with over-the-top dialogue, but I enjoy it, and the kills are brutal. There's one with a champagne bottle that's just gnarly. High Tension. I have not seen this movie. I've heard great things. I like the director a lot. So, yeah, I know nothing about it. I don't know anything about the plot. I would have just watched it on Tubi, but the subtitles were messed up, so I had to buy it. Then we've got The Green Inferno. And I hated this movie when I first saw it, but I just watched it again, and I actually really enjoy it now. I like how this movie just seems to despise activism. It is very over the top in moments, and it's very gross, but I think Eli Roth does such a great job. It's a different kind of horror movie, and like, there's some incredibly gross moments where, like, you're wanting to look away, but then there'll be a scene of someone taking a massive shit, and you're just like, what is this movie? It's just so weird, and I enjoy it. And I also think the ending is very smart. It could have ended in a very generic manner, but it avoided that. The Wolfman. I bought this movie. I kind of wish I just rented this because it's fine, I guess. It's beautifully shot. I love the atmosphere in this movie, and the second half is plenty of fun, but the first half is a tough sit. So it's fine. I still like it, but I don't know how often I'd watch it again. I just kind of bought it because of the Lee Winnell movie coming out, and I wanted to give this one another shot. Operation Fortune. I like this movie. Never came to Blu-ray in Canada. Had to order it a very expensive way, but I think the entire cast is so likable and charismatic here. I think Guy Ritchie directs this movie incredibly well. I think it's one of the more underrated movies of 2023. Speaking of underrated movies of 2023, Suitable Flesh. I really like this movie. Heather Graham is great in it, and I like how it taps into the psychological elements of swapping bodies with someone. Like, there's a certain uncomfortableness to this movie, an uneasiness, and it's really effective, and I like how crazy it gets in the end. I do wish the movie was crazy overall, but I do think for everything this movie's trying to do, I think it's quite effective. And speaking of other underrated movies of 2023, The Creator. I like this movie. I think it's very well crafted. I like the visuals, I like the feel of the movie. I think Madeline Yuna is great, and the action is great. So Nothing overly new or original, and it's got issues. It's too short, chopped up to too many bits, but I like it. Okay, then we get to the holdovers. I gave this movie a 7.5, and I would drop it to a 7. I do really like it. Paul Giamatti is fantastic. Dominic Sessa is fantastic. I do like Divine Joy Randolph, but she's winning every award for this movie, and I don't think it's that good of a performance. She's great in the kitchen scene, and she does a good job overall, but yeah. I love the aesthetic of this movie. I love the look of it. I think it can be funny, it can be heartfelt, it's a great character movie. It's also half hour too long. 2 hours and 15 minutes is just absurd for this movie. It's definitely a case of overstaying its welcome. I do really like it. It's probably my second or third favorite Oscar-nominated movie, but it's too long. It is. But then we get to the final thing I bought this month. The Last of Us Part 2 on PlayStation 5. I know this game is controversial. I think this is the greatest story ever told. It's all subjective, but in my own personal opinion, every criticism against this game I think is stupid. I just think it is one of the most beautiful games about stories about the human condition and what it truly means to love someone and to lose someone you care about, and how that can just corrupt you from inside, and whether or not you can ever truly redeem yourself after you go to such a dark place or not. And there's just so much honest truth in this story, and I just find it to be moving beyond belief. It is heartbreaking. Like, there are moments that just make me bawl my eyes out, and the last scene, I won't give anything away. It's just a gut punch. Like, it's not trying to be, look how sad it is. The last scene is just so emotional because of how much you've come to care for these characters. It's also one of the most ambitious games out there. It is epic in every sense. The structure to this game is just brilliant. Like, there's a reason to every perspective change when it is and whatnot. Like, you know, I'm glad that you hate someone and then learn to like them instead of just doing a very generic kind of storytelling. I think every flashback enhances the story being told in the best possible way. I think the characters are given such depth and nuance. I think the atmosphere is incredible. I love the music. I love just how ballsy it is. Like, there are characters who die like that. It just makes you feel like anything could happen at any moment. The gameplay is a ton of fun. I love the world building. There's just a level of care put into every single aspect of this game, and I don't think I'll experience a story better than this ever. I just think this is the epitome of art. It is everything that artists strive for. It is just such a beautiful game. I love it with every ounce of my being. I just finished playing it again and just... Once again, I know it's controversial and whatnot, but I would defend any criticism people have to my dying day. It is just... like, it's one of those stories I could literally talk about for hours, and why every decision was the right one to make. And it blows my mind that people actually came up with this. Like, I'll watch a movie I love and be like, how did they do this? But every 2 seconds while playing this game, like, you played the first time and there's bits of dialogue in the first hour that feel like nothing at the moment. And then you look back at it after you're done playing the game and you're just like, oh my goodness, there's just so much care and attention put into... I love it. It is a masterpiece. It is, yeah. The Last of Us Part 2, just, yeah. Yeah, but anyways, that's my video where I talk about the movies and games I bought. What do you think about this group? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin, out.